guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to get into a conversation around one of the tactics I use to have huge success at the gold level of Splinterlands. And it involves a specific summoner, and it has certain unique advantages that aren't always understood or discussed. It's not exactly a secret, but I know that for a fact there are a number of people who don't have the knowledge I'm going to share with you today. Maybe you're one of them, and I think if so, you're going to see a unique and particular benefit from paying attention to this video. I think it's going to unlock extra success at the gold level. I think you're going to see an interesting opportunity for a cheap or relatively affordable summoner, especially for what it's offering. Let's get into it today. But before we do, my name is Dwayne Cunningham and I go by Infidel 1258, and we cover Splinterlands on the channel all day, every day, because it's changed my life. And for those who are maybe seeing it for the first time, I've got glasses now. I'm getting a bit older, and I have almost perfect vision, but I've lost a little something, and it just feels a little more comfortable to have the glasses. So I hope you, like me, I hope you think they look nice. I like them. I spent about half an hour yesterday picking them out. So anyways, that's something new. And let's get into the rank grind. I've got 3 battles here that I've already won. So I know what I'm going to show you. And I'm going to load them up individually, and we'll talk about what we're seeing here. But I'll tell you in advance, they involve Kretch Tallevor, who is the epic summoner. So Kretch Tallevor is an epic dragon summoner, and epics are unique in what levels they offer. So first and foremost, when you come over to the battle league, before we load up the battles, I want to point out to you, at gold level you're allowed to use level 6 rare and level 5 epic. If you went aside and you looked at it, you would find that common at level 8, rare level 6, and legendary level 3 allow the exact same monster levels. There's no distinction between a legendary level 3 summoner and a rare level 6 in terms of which monsters they're capable of playing. Except apart from their individual abilities, nerfs, bonuses that come intrinsically with that summoner, a Quix is no different than a Tarsa in terms of which summoners or which monsters it's allowed to play. However, epic level 5 draws some distinctions that are worth noting, and that's what we're going to talk about here, and that's what I want to show you in the 3 battles I'm going to share with you. But quickly, common, rare, and legendary summoners allow level 8 common monsters, level 6 rare monsters, level 5 epic, and level 3 legendary. They're all the same in that way. But epic allows 8, 7, 5, and 3. So 8 is the same, that's the common monsters. 5 at epic is the same, and 3 at legendary is the same. However, 7 at rare is a distinction. That's a bonus for utilizing an epic that is unique at the epic level. Okay, that's really important because it actually means it translates to certain unique monsters being open to you, such as level 7 Demon Shark, level 7 Twilight Basilisk, level 7 Elven Mystic, level 7 Kelp Initiate, level 7 Mandarin, level 7 Guardian, and so there are unique ability. Level 7 Serpentine Soldier. Those are some monsters that at level 7 have some interesting new abilities or some interesting new bonuses that you really should pay attention to. And so sometimes people think Kretch Tallevor doesn't give you any ability. And I think maybe that's why this summoner is relatively inexpensive. At $6.50 per BCX, I would describe that as inexpensive. Buy a few more. You know me, guys. I can't get in here without buying something. That's a bit too high, but I like the bid price. I might place a bid on that puppy. I'm gonna buy those. I'm gonna buy those regular foils. So, because of that, at gold in particular, epic summoners are very interesting. And Kretch in particular amongst the epic summoners is interesting. Let's back out of Kretch, and we've got summoners filtered up, but we've got epic. Let's go regular foil. So these are your epic summoners that are in the game. And as you can see, Kretch is 3 mana, whereas we get 2 mana with some of the others, and 4 with Daria Dragonscale. Dragonscale is amazing, but look at the price differential on these guys. Kretch over here with $6.50 per BCX all the way to $25, $30, $40 per BCX. Kretch is alone in its affordability. That's why this is so important, really, because you're going to be ultimately capable of unlocking a level 5. You're talking 32 times, call it 8. So 32 times 8, $256. That's going to be a gold level summoner that's going to allow you to have huge amount of success for a long time in this game. $256 for one summoner is not small money, but it is small money compared to the rest of these epics that are also great to own. You know, with this one here, you're talking $650 to get a max level version. We don't want max level, but even if we said we wanted 23, which is what you need, you're talking at least double what Kretch is. And Daria is the same deal. Look at that, $529 for a level 5. So these are so much more expensive that it's just simply Kretch is in a league of his own, and he's unlocking. Not only is he giving you this epic bonus at the rare level for your monsters at gold level, but also he's a dragon, which means he's unlocking those dragon monsters in conjunction with whatever splinter you like running. So Kretch is amazing. And I know some of you know this because I see it in the comments where I'll talk about Verisalacia or Quid or whichever summoner I'm featuring on a given day, and you guys will drop comments and say, why aren't you talking about Kretch? He's so affordable. He is, and I don't really know why. I mean, he's amazing. People, I think in part, there's a percentage of people, maybe half of you guys don't really know what I told you about the rare bonus. At gold level, the rare bonus that he allows on the monsters, going up to level 7. If you wonder what that could mean, just think about your favorite splinter. And you can go like this. You can sort by monsters, you can go sort by rare, and you can pick any splinter at all. I'm going to start with fire. I'm not going to do this exhaustively. I do have some special notes. Maybe I'll drop them in the description of the YouTube video. But just look at rare and your favorite splinter, and just look at what distinctions you might discover between the levels of 6 rare and level 7 rare. The Pit Ogre, which is one of my favorite cards, and it is a very special tank with the Stun, the Enrage, and the Void. Notice that the Void is unlocked at level 7, whereas there is no Void at level 6. That's a gigantic distinction that makes this card far more resilient and therefore more effective. And you can have that utility at gold, separating yourself from other players. Another one is the Serpentine Soldier, which we are going to feature in one of the battles today. Notice at level 6, this card has no thorns, but at level 7, it does have thorns. That's only available within gold when you have that epic summoner. Those are 2 examples, and we're going to look at some more in the battles that I'm going to load up here now. But if you were interested in this and you specifically are fighting in the gold leagues already, Kretch is affordable and very effective. And I think this is a unique opportunity, perhaps now, where there is maybe it's because there's a growing audience and not everybody knows all these little details and these little opportunities. But you guys watching this video should, if you're serious about this game and if you're playing at gold, this is something you need to look at, especially because of what we talk about with respect to the cost of Kretch. That he is 1/3 the value of some of those other epic monsters is nonsense. And this card deserves particular attention, okay? So go look at it. And specifically, maybe if you're fighting in gold, but then also if you have certain splinter cards that you really like that unlock new abilities at the higher levels, and there are many of them. Silver Shield Paladin is another example. It gets one more melee attack. I'll tell you a few more examples quickly. I wrote down a detailed list of these back in the day. There's about 10 or 15, no, there's about 10 or 12 cards per splinter that are here that I've got documented, and this is preceding Chaos Legion. So Chaos Legion would improve this conversation, making the epic summoners even more powerful. But cards like Silver Shield Bard gets the +1 speed at that level. That's the 1-cost mana monster that provides swiftness to your life team. How about the neutral monster, the Elven Mystic gets +1 magic. That's a huge bonus at this level. Poker Trees gets 1 more speed. What else? Some of my favorite ones we're going to feature in the videos to come, but Haunted Spirit gets the Void. So tons of really great, meaningful upgrades happen at that level, at that tipping point. So without further ado, let's get into the battles, and you'll see the advantage unfold right in front of you here. The Demon Shark is getting, let's quickly look at the Demon Shark. Look at this. Level 6 gets the Retaliate, which is a gigantic improvement. It's still got the same stats, but Retaliate is, and it's going to help me here, is such a big improvement. But look, Demon Shark gets the Retaliate, Kelp Initiate gets the Triage. I believe Angelic Mandarin, what did you get? So Murdali Guardian is getting 1 more speed, which is great. Angelic Mandarin is getting 1 more hit point, which is of course substantial. River Nymph, I didn't play the River Nymph, but it's getting 1 more hit point at that level, which is of course meaningful when you're going from 3 to 4. So these are just the Chaos Legion cards. But again, every single Splinter has the same story. Scavo Firebolt is going from, look at that, from 3 archery to 4. That's a huge improvement. Jin Apprentice is unlocking 1 more speed, which is super helpful when you've got that Death Blow and you can drop that gigantic Death Blow bomb. Tenyi is getting the Backfire, which is of course one of its most powerful abilities, especially due to its speed and dodge. And if you went through every Splinter, you would see time and time again, you're getting 1 more hit point with the Slip Spawn. You're getting 1 more speed with the Periton. You're getting 1 more hit point with the infantry. So if you understand the bonuses you're unlocking and the cards you have available that could really exploit this epic bonus, you're going to be able to build certain teams that are going to surprise your opponent, because this is kind of a niche tactic that not everybody understands, and therefore they can't necessarily prepare for it if they don't know that you're going to bring thorns, if they don't know you're going to have a Retaliate, because they're not used to it at gold. It can be very surprising, and it can turn victory. It can extract victory from defeat. We're going to be just fine in this one. Like I said earlier, his cards are quite underpowered compared to mine, but you know, the Retaliate right there, huge. Another Trample. That was just, I think my Demon Shark punched 4 times in a row without there was an attack, a kill, which led to a trample, then a Retaliate and a kill, I believe is how it went. So that was an amazing victory, and it in part is because of the rare. Okay, and so it's going to unlock, especially as you know your own deck and you know certain rare cards that you have access to that are capable of fighting at level 7, but at the diamond levels, for instance. Level 7 is a diamond level usually, but you can't unless you have this epic. So that's why it's so important, because it can unlock a unique ability. Let's watch the next battle here. This one, my opponent is a bit more capable, but notice that the abilities from the summoners are nerfed. That's another reason why the epics are really interesting, because when the summoner bonuses are deleted due to the rule set, you are at, it's even more advantageous to have an epic, because the epics are usually more affordable. Most of them cost 2 mana. Kretch costs 3 because he's dragon. But then look, I'm getting a bonus on my Elven Mystic. He went from 1 magic to 2. That's a gigantic improvement. My Twilight Basilisk, I forget what he unlocked. Let's quickly look. The Basilisk got 1 more hit point, which is really helpful when it's so low in hit points. From 4 to 5 is a big deal. And I love this card because of the stun. And what else do we have? Like I said, Demon Shark gets a Retaliate. And, you know, we're just going to, because of the Obsidian bonus is nerfed, I'm going to silence his magic, and my taunt is going to just be, that's it. That's all. And this one's a longer battle because he's got some good hit points and some triage and all this stuff and tank heal. But we definitely win this one handily. We never really had because of my taunt, which is not exactly a factor relevant to the video, But definitely I love this taunt, by the way. It's a separate conversation, but I love it. So I don't want to watch all 15 rounds of this one. But as soon as we get through the cube, you'll know there's really nothing stopping me. I mean, we afflict, and I'm surprised the affliction took so long, honestly. There it is. Now it's just 3 softies and 1 Kron, who is of course powerful, but we've got enough to take him out, and we win it. And one more battle I've got queued up here with a different look altogether: the Serpentine Soldier, who unlocks the Thorns, and 1 more melee damage. That's a huge, huge bonus. Gotta make sure I'm right about that. Serpentine Soldier. 1 more melee, which is by itself meaningful, and Thorns. Double bonus. One of the most powerful cards to be exploited in this manner. Okay? And this is another grind of a video because he's got the heal and he's gonna miss me so many times. But I've got the repair. And as you can see, explosive weaponry causes blast damage, which is gonna allow me to do. I wonder if I would have lost this if he landed that shot on the Flame Monkey, because the Flame Monkey clearly, he provides me healing repeatedly. I guess I would have. I think I would have. I would have killed myself slowly on the Thorns. But as it stands, because I have 3 melee, his heal is being neutralized. And so when he does occasionally land a blow against my guy, which is rare because I'm so fast and I have dodge, when he does land a hit, it chips him down even further to a point where he can't heal through it. Yeah, I would have died without that heal. Repair very clutch. This combination is one I use regularly in lower mana matches, and in higher mana matches I'll use the Serpentine Soldier with other versions of repair. There's an archery monster that has repair. There's the Scavo Hireling that has repair. And, you know, here we go. We're going to win. Doesn't matter. He took my go because we got him now. And so there are some interesting opportunities with Kretch that you should understand exist. And it's not just Kretch. It's any epic summoner. But Kretch is particularly interesting because of the nature of, but because of the cost of Kretch. And I don't know if it's because Kretch is 3 mana, whereas all these other ones are 2. Maybe that makes him kind of the, you know, people think, well, 3 mana for no ability is crap. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they don't understand at gold, it gives you that epic bonus, or I mean, rare monster bonus. Maybe it's a combination of both. But either way, you should know that it really does provide a particularly strong improvement to a gold level deck. And I think if you're interested in competing at a high level within the Gold League, maybe vying for the top tier of that league, this is a card that you'll see the top players running with in gold regularly because of that reason. And also the other epics too. It's interesting to note that the 2 mana allows, like for instance, Xander Foxwood can be played with Kron even in the lowest mana matches, which are 12. And so you get the 2 mana Xander and 10 for your Kron, and that allows you that last stand even in those very low mana matches. That's the lowest, I believe. Interesting to note, but they're so expensive except for this guy. So I think it's a bargain hunt. I think you guys should check out Kretch Tallevor. I think you know, you should think about this play, even if you can't buy it today. What if you could put some bids in on some of these? What if you could, you know, monitor the market and see whether that deal pulls up later on? Epic, or for that matter, if Splinterlands offers more epic summoners in the future, remember this video and think about how you can build your deck to have great success in gold and above by having some access to these epic summoners. Okay, thanks guys for your time and attention. I hope you have an amazing day. God bless.